Once upon a time, in the peaceful kingdom of Eldoria, there lived a wise and just king named Alaric. The kingdom prospered under his rule, and the people admired him for his fairness and compassion. However, not everyone in Eldoria was content. In a quaint village on the outskirts of the kingdom, there lived a humble farmer named Elias. Elias toiled day in and day out to make ends meet, tending to his crops and livestock. The villagers respected him for his hard work, but they often found themselves struggling with the heavy taxes imposed by the kingdom. One day, word reached the village that a new tax had been levied by King Alaric to fund the construction of a grand castle in the capital. The villagers were disheartened, and Elias, being the voice of the people, decided to address their concerns. Driven by a sense of responsibility, Elias gathered his fellow villagers and traveled to the grand castle to seek an audience with King Alaric. The journey was long, but Elias was determined to make the king understand the hardships faced by the common folk. When they finally reached the castle, the guards were initially reluctant to let them in. However, word of their plight reached the ears of the wise King Alaric, who, always open to hearing the concerns of his subjects, granted them an audience. Elias spoke eloquently about the struggles the villagers faced and how the new tax burdened them further. King Alaric, touched by the sincerity and passion in Elias's words, decided to visit the village himself to witness the conditions firsthand. As the king walked through the humble homes and fields of the village, he saw the reality of the villagers' lives. Deeply moved, King Alaric decided to revise the tax policies, ensuring that they were fair and just for all. He also pledged to invest in improving the infrastructure of the village. The relationship between King Alaric and Elias transformed from one of ruler and subject to that of a wise leader and a trusted advisor. The king, appreciating the courage and honesty of the villager, appointed Elias as a representative of the common people in his royal court. And so, in the kingdom of Eldoria, a new era of understanding and cooperation dawned, bridging the gap between the royalty and the villagers. King Alaric and Elias worked together to ensure that the kingdom thrived, not just in grand castles, but in the hearts and homes of every citizen.